Is it just me, or did Stasis just melt away when Solar 3.0 came out? In this video, I'm taking a look at one of my favorite Stasis Titan builds that's been shattering every bone I throw at it. Literally. For the exotic of the day, we'll be using Heart of Inmost Light.
Yeah!
Using an ability will enhance the damage and cooldown of other abilities.
Woo!
This includes your barricade, melee, and grenade. Why are you commentating? This time, I'm getting started with the subclass aspects and fragments. Make sure to be running Glacier Grenade and a Headstone Primary because we're taking advantage of Stasis Crystal explosions as well. Our aspects will be using both Diamond Lance and Tectonic Harvest. We're surprisingly not using Elemental Shards for this build, but we're using these shards to directly charge our melee attack instead. Next, for our fragments, we'll be running Whisper of Shards, Fissure, Conduction, Rending, and Rhyme. Shattering a crystal will reduce our grenade cooldown. We'll deal more damage with our explosions and make shards from the explosions as well. Those shards will track us, and our kinetic weapon will deal more damage to said crystals, and we'll gain an overshield every single time we pick one up. Now for our combat style mods, we'll be running Elemental Charge, Protective Light, Well of Ordnance, Bountiful Wells, and Explosive Wellmaker. Or you can run Elemental Charge, Well of Life, Explosive Wellmaker, Protective Light, and Well of Ordnance. You can be a total psychopath and run 1 Elemental Shards and 4 Wells of Restoration, because who isn't that insane? This build is bound for customizability, and giving options to expand further is one of the strongest parts of Stasis compared to our 3.0 subclasses we have today. For weapons, run Grenade Launchers and a Headstone Primary. Either it be AS Luna, Peace Bond, or the something new hand cannon from Solstice that can run both Wellspring and Headstone, which does pair really well with this build. Although a little hard to use with how aggressive this Titan is, ironically with an aggressive frame. I'm also running Parasite with the Grenade Launcher holster again from last video, which you can check out here. Your main focus and stats should be Discipline and Resilience. Strength is covered with our Shards and Mobility is covered with our melee attack, only leaving Recovery open as well as Intellect. You can focus into whichever you'd like, both are just as viable as the other. Glacial Quake is also affected by our fragments, which makes our super even better than it usually would be. Good news! Our mods are simple this time.
Woo! Hell yeah!
Hellix! No! Like I was saying, mods are simple this time. Double Ashes to Assets, Double Impact Deduction, and Double Bomber, as well as the aforementioned Grenade Launcher holster because I have a horrible addiction to Parasite. All of these mods are focusing into our grenade, using our class ability and our melee to gain grenade energy. Picking up shards to generate melee energy, and the barricade comes back in seconds with our exotic, so we don't even have to worry about funneling energy into that. To use the build to its best, you're going to be using your class ability often. Not to defend, but just to proc the perk of the exotic. You'll be throwing your grenade and shooting the glaciers to make solar wells and stasis shards. You'll then use your melee to gain more grenade energy as well as your class ability. And if there's a break in between this loop, just use your grenade launcher explosions and your headstone glaciers as a backup to your grenade. You'll be gaining overshield the more you use this combo and building up super energy really quickly. Glacial Quake as a super is really fun to use as well, so don't hold back from stopping the combo to take advantage of this ability. But other than that, this build actually finishes me making builds on all 3 classes. I'll be making different subclass builds on the next rotation of these classes. I also have a funny moment reel on the works now, as well as a new idea I've planned that I'm not ready to talk about yet. But I'm hoping to take this channel to new places, and I'd love to hear what you guys would like to see in the comment section. Also, shout out to Hellix for making background noises.
Get ready for a fight, right, bro? Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah! And that's about it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Do it.
Peace.
Do it. This is a threat. Subscribe right now.
Yeah. They're all in one place. Oh, dude, they were all in one place, but you still got so many people.